What up, what up, what up?
What's good, what's good, what's good? What's popping?
Welcome to the podcast, words coming out of my mouth. I'm Jus Fire.
And I'm Moses.
And this is football season. So, you see I got my Bears gear on. So, you know, go Bears, bear down, all that shit. So far, we ain't looking too great. I got people, but you can probably hear my phone in the background going crazy. It's my family. Got a group me chat going on. So, we talk big shit during the season.
That's crazy.
You know, we
yeah, I'm watching it too. It doesn't look like you guys doing it too great.
Nah, man. So you can see the TV on back here. You know what I'm saying?
Watching the Bears in San Francisco.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But you know, great show today. I think we got a topic that everybody can kind of relate to and chime in on. We probably talked about it with your people before 100,000 million times.
100,000 million times.
100,000 million times. We want to get into the top 5, but the way we want to do it is we want to see what qualifies you to be in that top 5. So what are the qualifications to be in the top 5? Because everybody says.
So before we even get going on it, right? Like I think we should. Well, when we saying top 5, we're saying top 5 rap music, right?
Okay, so we'll go rap music. Yeah. We can go top 5. Anything,
top 5 anything, but we're gonna go top 5 rap music, right? And I kind of want us to like start. Like you tell me your top 5, I tell you my top 5, right? Mm-hmm. And let's talk about criteria. You know what I mean? Like we'll define the top 5.
Okay. So, but we often talk about top 5s, mm-hmm. but we never say why those people. Right. You know what I mean?
Why so that's those guys?
That's what we want to get into today. Like, what qualifies them to be in top? What's your qualification for top 5? So, do me a favor too. Before we keep going, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so you know when the episodes are coming out.
The next episode coming out.
Yes, please. And it helps out the podcast, the algorithms, all that, so we can get you guys' content faster and, you know, more consistent. So do that for us. But going back into topic, we don't know. So as a matter of fact, go back now in the comment section. Put your qualifications, what you think qualifies these artists to be in your top 5. Or what qualifies anything to be in your top 5.
And make sure you put your top 5 in there too.
Yeah, please.
You know, put your top 5 in there, and like I kind of want to see where everybody, because when everybody's saying their top 5, right? Like well, shit, I think saying top 5 is kind of like overrated though. You know what I mean? In some ways, because I feel like
why does it have to be a top 5?
As I'm saying, you know, like it could be top 100, goddammit. You know what I mean?
But I mean, for you to sit there and name 100 fucking people.
I mean, shit. Like I can.
So,
like,
let me ask you this: is it harder to name a top 5 or a top 100?
Now, actually, it's harder to name a top 5.
Why?
Because you don't want to miss nobody.
You
don't want to miss nobody. Like, imagine if I put somebody above. Like, because I didn't remember the name or some shit like that, and I put somebody above somebody, and I'm like, and I'm watching the podcast later, I'm like, oh fuck, how the fuck do I miss this dude?
But
well, I guess he ain't my top 5. He ain't my top 5. He ain't fucking if I miss him.
But shouldn't certain things make you feel a certain way where you'll know, you'll be like, you know, this is me. I love this. You know what I mean? Like I got artists that I love, and I got artists that I like.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. And top 5 really, to me, it's a going back to what your questions, right? Like the criteria to top 5. Really, it to me means like there's a different type of top 5. Like I can name a top 5 for this category. Then I'll list the top 5 for this category, and I'll list a category for all time top 5, no hands down, no shit, beat everything, right? Different criteria.
So you got different categories. So you got like a thunderstorm, but you got a different category for the thunderstorm.
So
so you just going.
Yeah, because right now, my top 5, most of them ain't even singing or dead.
It don't matter.
You know what I mean?
It's your top 5.
It is my top 5, but right now. You know, my top 5, they're not really like most of them ain't rapping no more, or some of them are dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, but I do got some dudes that I listen to right now. Like in this generation, top 5, that's a different story. You know, there's a top 5 between like freaking before post 2005, right? 2005, right? Like 2005. There's a top 5 before that era, and fucking 05 and above. There's a top 5 all the way to like I don't know, maybe 2015, and there's a top 5 from 2015 to like right now. You know, because so you can't.
So you're saying
different era and different top 5. You know what I mean? Because you can't really categorize those guys with some guys back then.
That's where the qualifications come in, though. Because I mean, if you put certain things, you know, if you put label, I mean, okay, so I'm trying to think of a good example. I can't even think right now. But you know what I mean? Like if it's a genre or if it's a certain category and you love it, you know what I mean? It should come natural to you.
You know
You know what I mean? Like so. Okay, so
what is your category for top 5?
So, what top 5 rappers?
Yes, category for it. Like, what are your like requirements to be in that top 5?
So one of them is longevity. Let's see, impact,
community impact,
right?
And music impact.
Music. So, what I say, impact, and what else I say? Longevity. Man, I don't know the way it makes you feel. Like if music can, if artists can change your day. Say you having a crappy day, and you know you can listen to that, and then you know they change your day. Then I think that's pretty important. So feeling,
the feelings, okay, like the feeling to them, to their artists. So pretty much every time this motherfucker drop, you waiting for it.
Not necessarily, but so it's more like you're not too worried about the drop because you know it's gonna be the shit. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. But you know, you check up on them, anticipating when they're gonna drop, right? Okay.
And then what else? So that was what 3, 4,
3.
Feeling,
longevity, impact.
Then your credentials. So your sales and shit like that. So if your albums are doing those type of numbers, then you definitely got to be up there. And if your numbers are, you know what I mean, stick out above everybody else.
So if they're doing numbers.
Yep.
If they're doing numbers.
Yeah. And I had the last one in my head. Just and then the camaraderie. Like how they are in the community. So like Drake, I'll just give you one of my top 5. Drake is one of my top 5s.
Okay.
He hits all the wickets for me.
Okay.
You know, as far as that, because Drake will pop up and do a fucking collab on a brand new artist,
and it will go.
Now
I give him that.
It might already be going, but you know what I'm saying. But
once you got that Drake verse on it,
but he does shit like that. Like Drake just hops on anybody's shit.
Okay.
If he's feeling it, you know what I mean. So that type of shit right there, like I see that as like you a GOAT. And then if it's already going and you get on it and you, man, come on, that's a blessing. So that's GOAT status to me.
So to me, I think you're right. Some of the things that you mentioned, I kind of put it in my category for picking them top 5s, right? But like impact, definitely there's gotta be impact. What you doing to the community? You know what I mean? Like what are we? The impact to me, it's more of what are you doing? Like when you drop, when you don't do nothing, your album, what does it do for music in general? You know what I mean? Like you have them guys that will shift the fucking paradigms. You know what I mean? That will shift the paradigm. Like what they call it. So like
so you say how it changes.
How it changes. Like when Kanye West changes how music is fucking being done.
So you basically, if you change the game.
If you change the game.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's
so Drake changed the game. Drake's one of the guys that changed the game.
I don't think Drake changed the game so much. I don't think
nobody was on that motherfucker.
No.
Well, nobody doing that shit like that.
No, Drake didn't change. Yeah, Drake got a unique way. So if you say that's the way to change the game, then everybody that like Wayne got a fucking unique way that he raps.
Wayne did change the game.
No, of course, 100%.
Because he took the metaphors. He took the metaphors to the next level.
Exactly. So Wayne, if you want to categorize people that change the Drake game, really, I think Wayne do more than Drake. Drake ain't changed. Drake just followed the trend of what was going on.
Drake was a student.
Exactly. So you can't give him that credit. I give it to Wayne. I give it to fucking Kanye. You know what I mean? Like
Kanye
Drake
definitely changed the game.
Drake, watch. You know the way I look at it. If there is no Kanye, this might be fucking crazy, but people that know understand that if there is no Kanye, we ain't gonna have a rapper called J. Cole, Kendrick, Wale, Drake. We're not gonna have those rappers because those guys are rapping because Kanye West changed the game, make it cool for backpackers to be rapping. To being fucking front page.
But you can say that about so many artists.
No.
Like, shit. What about Biggie?
No, Biggie was in the backpack though. Biggie was in the backpack.
Okay.
So Biggie changed. Biggie. Now, actually, I wasn't gonna say that, man. Biggie changed the game in his way, right? Like the fly shit, the fly rap shit. You know what I mean? No.
So it's not just.
But you gotta understand that when Kanye West dropped the fucking college dropouts. Right? When Kanye West did college dropouts. And not college dropout, graduation. When Kanye West did graduation and they went back to back with fucking, matter of fact, that motherfucker dropped on fucking September 11th.
Oh, by the way, sorry, before you, shout out to all the veterans out there, 9/11. Shout out to America, 9/11. Today is 9/11 and I am a veteran. So near dear to my heart. I remember where I was when this shit, I was in a fucking galley, man.
Yeah, when
and
that shit.
I'm sitting there eating, and I hear breaking news. See fucking planes going to the building. So big deal.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody. There you go. Sorry.
Yep. Now, but actually dropped that shit today. In what? I forgot a year. But anyway, when he dropped that album and he and 50 went back to back, because he used to be gangsta music and 50 used to be like number one and everything. And then he and 50 went back to back on that shit. That's when the old game changed. It tells you right there, nobody want to listen to gangster music no more. And we start fucking listening to these guys, these newcomers, these guys, the college guys, the fucking guys with the backpack and shit.
So is it just, but you keep saying backpack. So is it just the music or is it, because you saying.
It's the contents of the music. The content and the beats.
Okay, you saying beat, you keep talking about the music, but you keep saying backpack. What I'm asking is it more than just the music, how they impact the culture? Because you keep saying backpack. Now, Kanye and them was like the first motherfuckers to wear backpack. Now everybody wear backpack.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So it's not just the music.
No, but when I say backpack, to me, it's a different category of rap.
I get what you're saying about that. I'm saying like fashion, slang.
I'm talking about college boys.
Slang, all that.
College boys.
So
when
all
I'm
that,
saying,
all that counts.
all that counts. Like college boys, like those guys that go to school, those guys that were in college and trying to make music and shit.
Right.
Because back then you gotta be on the streets, because that's what them boys fucking make it seems like to make it in the music. You know what I mean? But Kanye West made it cool for those guys to come out.
Yeah,
and that's the way I look at it, right?
That's
That's a big shift. No, he's the biggest one.
He is the big. I mean,
he was the biggest one.
He better be the biggest.
He was the biggest one because there was a big shift in music, and everybody was like, "Oh, now we gotta fucking go wait, and we gotta go wait and fucking wait till this shit dies down." And now them boys, like actually, Wayne did the same thing. You know what I mean? Wayne did the same thing, but Wayne in particular. Because now I look at. He said that on the Khaled album, fucking face tat, dreadlock face stack. What up, twin?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Cause all them guys now, like I'm looking at these fucking new rappers, right? They all win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Young Thug, like all them boys, all them Young Lil, whatever, they all win. That is win. When Lane came out, you know what I mean? And I'm glad he's fucking taking it actually, cause he just literally said that on that fucking Khaled album with Jay-Z on it. When he said fucking dreadlock face tats, what up twin? Like that is Wayne. Like everybody, Wayne did the same thing. Actually, I think the product of what we have right now as a rapper, all these guys that we have right now are product of Wayne. You know what I mean? There's no so much product of Kanye no more because he shifted.
Well, so yeah, it's just like
It's because he shifted. You know what I mean?
It's just like a sport. Like people went from that hard, the Michael Jordan era kind of shifted to the Kobe era, and then the Kobe era kind of shifted to the LeBron era.
Yeah. So like that. And everything shifted, and that's just one, right? So like the impact in music, that's very important to me, right? My biggest category, man, is like I gotta look your shit up in dictionary.
So how would you
lyricists?
How would you categorize? How
lyricists?
How would you do that? How would you? I mean, I guess you can kind of do those eras. You can go like.
That's why I do eras.
So do you pick one from each era? So you pick one from the 80s, one from the 90s, one from 2000.
Every so like okay, I'm gonna just go right.
See,
so like my all time, I have an all time that don't change.
Okay, so this is Moses's.
My all time that don't change. I'm gonna do maybe like 2, and I'm gonna do 3 later, right?
Why can't you just do all 5?
Right now, like all time for me.
Well, we already know what the fuck that is.
No, Jay-Z ain't number 1, but that's all right. But that's all right. But that's all right. But my number 1 is gonna be Rakim.
Respect.
And I put Rakim in that category not because of so much impact, which he had a super fucking impact, right? Not because of fucking radio play, not because of that, right? It's mostly on the lyricists. You know what I mean? Like the music you can vibe to, and this motherfucker don't feel like I remember fucking listening to my first Rakim album. You know what I mean? Like it's different. So Rakim is like up there for me, right? Then Pac. You know what I mean? Like Pac is like, and I'm not doing this in particular order, but I'm just naming my top 5, right?
Okay. Rakim, Pac.
Pac is just different. That motherfucker shift. When you say you shift the culture, that motherfucker shift the culture, right? Jay-Z. That is a longevity that still don't stop. That motherfucker kept going, right? And I'm gonna leave it like that for now.
So them your 3.
Them my 3 right now.
In a row.
In a row.
In that order. Okay. Well, I'll start from the back with mine. So I start at 5. And I think at number 5 for me is J. Cole. Because J. Cole sits back in the cut and he just raps his ass off. Plus, he has an arsenal that's crazy. So his impact is stupid crazy because that Jid kid or JID, whatever he calls himself.
You listen to that boy album?
He's nasty.
Oh my God.
He's nasty.
Oh my God. Like I can't stop. That motherfucker.
Neither can my brother-in-law.
He
a married Jid.
Bro, like JID dude, I'm like, this motherfucker is genius. But go ahead.
So J. Cole will be my 5 in my 5 spot. Let me see. My 4 spot. I think that would be Biggie.
Okay.
Because Biggie's impact on the game. So that was the era of sampling, and we always know the boom, bap,
the boom, bap.
The hard bap, boom, 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 bap, and that's we knew that. Biggie changed the game using samples like One More Chance and stuff like that, and his flow along with that just changed the game. So that to me was like one of the big areas where a lot of rappers were featured on R&B albums. Like it was no R&B album out here without a feature from a rap artist. And Biggie was like a big part of that because the way he spit over those
fucking flows.
Yes. So he would be he would definitely be my number 4. My number 3 is Wayne. Because Wayne took that wordplay and just took it to another level.
It does. It did.
That first mixtape that he dropped, Lord have mercy. I couldn't stop playing it. What's the name of that fucking mixtape? Drop it in the comment section. Name of first mixtape. Can't think of it right now. I'm not going I got it in my head. I almost had it. Anyway, so yeah, Wayne would be my 3. My 2 is Kim. Rakim, buddy. Rakim just changed the whole the way to flow. You know what I mean? He made oh man. Damn. Well, it was between him and LL. And LL's
there too.
LL only thing is LL was licking his lips and shit. He was mainly for the
ladies.
Bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't
for the ladies.
I mean? He was a hard ass nigga, I guess, for the bitches. But Rakim was just he was nasty. So Rakim is definitely my 2, and my number 1 would be Jay-Z because his impact on the game is
nasty.
It's just uncanny. Like you can't match that. You can match it. Like Kanye is there, and I don't think Ye was in my top 5.
Nice.
But man, and then I want to do one more. I want to do an honorable mention, and actually, I would probably take out. I would take out somebody and put this MC in there just because of their impact and their changing the game, and that's Light. MC Light.
MC Light.
Yeah, I think MC Light deserves a win. So I would probably take Wayne out and put MC Light in there.
Yep. Okay. So that is why I have categories.
Actually, I would take J. Cole out and put MC Light in there and just slide everybody back.
That's why I have
her 3.
That's why I have categories, right? Because you went from like Cole, then you went all the way to Rakim. You know what I mean? To me, they are God, and they are people that just follow. Like putting Jay-Z in the category of the best rapper, right? It's understatement because he ain't nobody's category, to be honest with you. The level, because this motherfucker check all the black. You know what I mean? Then the level of what he does is not in nobody's category. So I put those guys together based on lyricists, right?
Right.
I put those guys together based on lyricists, and now I have another category.
I hope everybody you name is a lyricist, so you wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All the people. But you got people like Drake.
Everybody. Who?
Drake.
Drake is a lyricist.
No, he's not. So
man,
so like
whether he wrote it or not, the way he presents it,
he delivered. He delivered properly. No,
and it is fine. So when Drake do those beef raps, when Drake is beefing or when he had them couple beefs or whatever, he wasn't spitting.
No, it was good. He's good. Like he's good. But okay. So I guess that's where we got to go in now. We got to talk about lyricists and lyricists and what is lyricist. You know what I mean? What do you have to be talking about? Because I think there's a criteria for that for individuals. So like to me,
it just has to make sense.
Now to me, I feel like yes, he has to make sense. But to me, lyricist is more like you gotta be lyricist and using it to impact the culture, right? Drake is like Ja Rule to me.
Ja Rule was dope.
Yeah, exactly. But Drake is like Ja Rule to me. That's why Ja Rule, but you don't see nobody, because Drake is going to get this too. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people doing this, right? Because Drake is not going to be in a lot of fucking best rapper talk, right? The same way LL was, right? Because we don't respect those guys because they're too commercial, right?
But I mean, how could you not respect them for being commercial when the music that they were doing before they became popular? You know what I mean?
What music were they doing? What music was Drake doing before he became popular?
The same shit.
Hey, exactly, but he went popular though. So
because
I'm talking about
people. The people make you popular.
Exactly,
though.
but then I'm saying that the music he's making, like, okay, I have a problem with Drake. We're gonna get in there in a little bit.
I can tell that.
We're gonna get in there in a little bit.
Because you are definitely hating on the nigga.
No, no. I listen to Drake. I listen to him, but I have a problem with him. So the problem I have with him is making me take him off the category. Okay, so I'm gonna go. People say I have different category for new schools, right? And that's where Kendrick, that's where Cole, Pusha T, right? Those are the category for new school for me. You know what I mean? It goes, particular, in that particular order, actually. Kendrick, Pusha T, Kendrick, Cole, Pusha T, Wale, right? And my last one, I'm gonna think about it because he's gotta deserve it. No, actually, my last one, it will be Drake. It's between Drake or Kanye, really, but I don't want to put Kanye in that category. But to me, the new school is Kendrick, Cole. Kendrick, number one, absolutely. Cole, Pusha T. Motherfucker's nasty. Fucking, go ahead.
Why instead of doing, because I see you doing these categories.
Because I can't put them with the gods.
So why are we doing top fives and shit? Why don't we just have
that's why I say
like
that
a Hall of Fame?
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a category for this
like
shit.
Like a GOAT fame.
That's what I'm saying. Like those guys I mentioned earlier, right? Like they're not going, I can't compare those guys to these guys. Like I can't compare fucking like the level of these guys are living. You know what I mean? Like I can't compare these guys to those guys. You know what I mean? Even though these guys are going to be there with time. They're going to be there with time. But for now, they're not there yet to me. You know what I mean? They haven't made that impact and cultural impact yet that will make them be in this fucking category.
I'll say if you got like 10 years plus, you are in that category.
If you got 10 years plus, then we can start talking
That's
about you.
Time.
You're right. But I'm not going to compare you to somebody that's been doing it for 25 years, though.
Yeah, most of these guys do have.
You know what I mean? I know. That's what I'm saying. Hey, oh, fuck. I forgot somebody, too. Because I don't even categorize her as a fucking part of the female. I think she one of the fucking best crew. Like, fuck that. I take Drake out and I put Rhapsody in that motherfucker.
Rhapsody is dope.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how long Rhapsody got.
No, she's been out here. She's been out here. She had like technically these are like fifth album. The last album that dropped like 2 years ago, that was her fifth album. Like
but how often does she drop?
No, she drops like this is probably the longest she ever dropped. Yeah, this is the longest she haven't dropped. She usually drop like every other year. You know what I mean? But now it's been long. But she's fucking dope. She's not even one of them fucking categories. I think she go bass to bass with fucking J. Cole.
I mean, she probably got some cuts with him. I think she got a song with him.
No, I think she got a song with fucking Kendrick, really. She got a song with Kendrick.
She definitely has a song with Kendrick.
I don't know if she has a song with fucking J. Cole.
One of the last albums that dropped, I heard that one.
I don't think she has a song with J. Cole yet. But
I'm pretty sure she does. She just ain't put it out.
But like people don't fucking talk about Rhapsody. You know what I mean? But that motherfucker, she's a different beast. You know what I mean? But I can't pull her because she's so good. I can't put her in the category of a
Rhapsody ain't out here exposing herself. That's why. If Rhapsody was out here showing titties and booty and all that type shit, and she flow like that bitch be on the.
So you saying we have a problem?
I mean, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
No, and she knows that.
You know, all
she
that
knows
shit.
that. She said that every time in the music.
She's trying to get her respect.
Yep.
Going a different direction. And
she knows that, and she
people
said that.
know who the fuck Rhapsody is.
Some people don't.
You that.
Bro, some people don't. Like, I've been talking to people that be like, who the fuck is Rhapsody?
See, some people don't know who Jay-Z is. Some of these younger kids, they be like, who the fuck is that? I know who Lil Pump is. You know what I mean?
You know what?
When we got
right.
there. Pumping. I don't fucking know.
But it's not fair though, right? It's not fair. The reason why I say we should have this category, it's not fair because then you got another guys, right?
So that's why I said just wipe it out.
No, you're not. I can't do that because you gotta put it in the category, man. I mean, if I'm wrong, man, I want y'all to fucking correct me. I want y'all. What do y'all do? Cause you got some guys that like them motherfucking dope. You know what I mean? Like you got like what category you gonna put fucking Lil Duck? That motherfucker been out more than 10 years.
Okay. So let's do this.
And, you know what I mean? And that motherfucker still going.
Wait, but Dirk ain't been cold for 10 years.
Oh no, the Duck has been hot for 10 years. So the
No. He has not been hot for 10 years.
Okay.
Dirk has been out for maybe 10 years, but not hot.
No, fucking when it first came out, it was hot when it was signed to Def Jam. It was hot when it first signed to Def Jam. He was hot for the first album.
He was warm.
And fucking Def Jam didn't know what they're gonna do to him. They didn't know what they're gonna do with him.
None of them, Reese.
So
none.
So until he left Def Jam and he started grinding himself.
He really just started getting like his clout like 2, maybe 3 years ago.
I say 4 years ago, really.
But like 2020, when that pandemic started, you heard nothing but that month. You heard him.
First album,
21.
Official first album for Duck, what came out 2012, man. That was 10 years ago.
Right, when he was
August,
with French. He was with French Montana and all of them.
Right.
But he wasn't buzzing. He was like, you heard his, everybody know, okay, that's Dirk. He's from Chicago. You know what I mean? And all that.
And bro, like, look at how many projects this dude got, man.
Yeah, he's consistent.
You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker kept going.
But his like
work ethic is great.
His stardom didn't take off till
work ethic is great. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. Where you gonna put it? Where you gonna put him in that category? Because you can't add him to them guys. I can't add him to them coals and shit. You know what I mean?
He ain't got 10 years of. So when I say 10 years, I mean 10 years of consistent. Like
where you gonna put Future?
You here. You up there, you with them guys. You know what I mean? You on varsity. You ain't on Fred.
Well, you can't say I can't say that. I can't say that because I got Wale in that category. Wale ain't got 10 years of fucking being in that category.
Wale ain't there because Wale talks too much.
He does.
He goes on, he's like, hey, people don't respect me, people don't like me, nigga. Just let the motherfucking music do.
You know what I mean? But Wale, I put Wale in that category because of lyricists and you know what I mean? I put him in that category. But he ain't got like consistent 10 years. He's been down. You know what I mean?
He just doesn't make
and I put fucking Rap City in that category. She ain't got that consistent.
That's because, like I said, he in his feelings. He feel like his album should be doing this or this, and when it don't,
he get mad.
He gets mad.
But it's a different fucking culture. It's a different fucking environment. Fucking Jay-Z ain't gonna come out and fucking do numbers like that no more. You know what I mean? Jay-Z ain't gonna come out and do numbers like that no more. We gonna listen to it. People that know is gonna know. But he ain't gonna do crazy. He ain't gonna do. Jay-Z probably ain't gonna do fucking Kendrick or Cole number. That's why he's
number one. He's different because guess what? He already playing for that.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Just like Michael Jordan. When Jordan got older, when he started getting older, like his second run for his second set of 3 rings, that motherfucker went from driving, dunking, all that to fadeaways and jumpers. Right? And ball fakes. Throw it up. He wasn't out there dunking and doing all that shit. He knew he couldn't do that for the rest of his motherfucking life. He knew he couldn't do that if he wanted to make another run at these championships. He had to adjust his game accordingly to, the new talent and all that was coming in the league. Jay-Z is the same way. He might still flow the same and all that, but the way he makes that shit work and sound and all that shit is he stays relevant. You know what I mean? And he adjusts his game
as he
goes.
Like, so and I started noticing that when he dropped the album Magna Carta, right? And he made a deal with fucking Samsung, right? I think that was cheating the game, but it's fucking smart. When he made a deal with Samsung, that every motherfuckers that use Samsung is gonna get the album Magna Carta automatically downloaded on that fucking goddamn on their phone. And Samsung, they cut him a $20 million check to do that, right?
He been getting checks like that.
And they cut him $20 million check to do that, and he dropped that shit, and people couldn't get it because it crashed. Because Samsung wasn't expecting a lot of people to have it like that, right? To a lot of people to download it like that. So he went platinum within fucking 4 hours of album coming out, even though he didn't really go platinum.
Yeah,
that was just Samsung give it to everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That was just Samsung giving it to everybody, and that's the shit that he can do to get numbers.
But
Other than that,
he probably got some back end too.
Huh?
I said he probably got some back end too. This Jay-Z now. He got that 20 million, but he probably got some back end too. I guarantee.
I mean, maybe
he had to. He got to.
Maybe, but he did 20 million for that album. He did like fuck it. That's the boy. He's gonna. I mean, if the album stops selling, cause Samsung just got to do that for that day. After that, he owns everything that sells.
So
you know.
not.
Yeah. After that, he owns it. You know what I mean? But Samsung just got to do it for that day, so that they can sell their phone. That's what they're trying to do. So they can sell their phone. They cut him a check and he did that for them and he just went. And he ain't been doing that since then no more. You know what I mean?
But he been getting checks like that. What's the touring company or the
Rock Nation?
No, not Rock Nation. The one he signed the deal, Live Nation.
Live Nation.
Remember that was like the first big deal he ever did.
Yes.
It was like worth what 200 million, 172 million, some shit like that. So once he did that, he never looked back. He still
he can't go. I mean, I think they
deals.
just reported him being fucking 1.3 billion right now. That's what the Forbes saying. 1.3 billion. I mean, you can't fucking move him. That's why I think Jay-Z it's a different category. You can't put him in a category of a rapper. Business. Impact.
So what do you put Kanye? Because he's the same, pretty much. I mean, he may not as far as like.
So
he may not be up there, but he's up
that's
there.
what I'm saying.
He's up there.
Kanye to me is not like a rap god, right? But Kanye is like I say best rap album since 2010. Kanye has it.
What album is that?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Everybody like that album.
Exactly. So like I put him in that category of having that. Like some Kanye album is fucking trash. You know what I mean? Some Kanye album are trash. Like what the fuck am I listening to? You know what I mean? And some of them are like, and you got them albums like that. They're like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know why I didn't really put Kanye in my category, man. I still can't put him in there as a best rapper. I can't, cause I don't look at Kanye like that. You know what I mean? I look at him as somebody that like that do paradigm shift. You know what I mean? Like somebody that move culture.
He moved the culture.
Somebody that moved the
Big
culture.
time.
Like you need Kanye in the culture. That's the way I look at it.
I didn't even put Kanye in my top 5, and Kanye is probably one of the biggest influences in hip hop.
Ever.
Hands down.
And that's what I'm saying.
So my top 5 is all fucked up. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It is, man, because it's Ye gotta be in there. There's no escaping it. He's a fucking billionaire. His music, his impact, shoes, like what? And I don't even know what them ugly ass clothes he got. Like what them fucking do.
Yeezy.
I mean, them fucking Yeezy fucking sandals is ugly as a motherfucker.
They are expensive as fuck.
See?
You know what I mean? I got Yeezy shoes right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like a dad shoes. But anyway, I think Kanye West should be somewhere, but I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out later. I don't know where I'm gonna put him. So you said cool, but Kendrick ain't on your list. Why?
Because Kendrick, I see Kendrick I feel like Kendrick is selfish. Not selfish, but he's a loner. You know what I mean?
Antisocial, you will.
Kinda, yeah. That's why I like. So you know how
Cole is the same thing.
Nah, cause
Cole
so like even when he got on that album, right, and he killed all them dudes on that album talking shit on that album. Nobody was expecting that because nobody knows anything about Cole.
Kendrick.
Kendrick goes off after he drops the album and he goes into outer space. Like you don't hear from him. You don't know, and that's nothing wrong with him being private, but it's just like you don't hear about him.
You know where they get that from?
You don't hear? Do you hear about him like breeding artists or doing anything?
No,
like
you know
that?
where they get that from? No, he does that, but
Probably
actually
get it from Dre.
No, they got it from. It's not just him. They got it from Jay. They got it from Jay. They got it about him, Cole, and Kendrick. Cole, they got that shit from Jay because Jay be the person that you don't hear from unless something happened that they put him in the news.
Yeah, but Jay,
so like
Jay
you just because
Jay
so
also
like
those artists
and
But Jay also had those artists too.
But the difference between Jay and Kendrick is that Jay talks about it. Like, so you don't hear nothing from Jay. Like, okay, so you drop a fucking track, right? And everybody go crazy on this fucking track, and he address everything. All the fun, when we're making fun, when we're making a meme about him last year and shit, everything he does, he address it in one track, and he just let it go, right? And you're not gonna hear from him again, right? He's gonna, but what's different from Kendrick is that Kendrick don't go back and address shit. He just keep it moving like it never happened. It's a different kind of state of mental, I think.
Because 9 times out of 10, Kendrick probably already addressed it in his music. It just went over people's heads. He talks about shit. It just goes over people's heads. They be like, "What? Oh, he just
like because his fucking vocabulary too fucking high. Like you gotta fucking look them shit up. You know what I mean? Like I think it's super smart, and that's I think that is why he's still popping right now. You know what I mean?
His vocabulary though, just the way he raps.
Like I think that's why it's still popping right now, because that's why personally, I don't respect people like Drake, because they do everything to stay relevant every week.
But see,
they be on the news every week.
Now we getting into,
you know what I mean? They be on the news anyway. Go ahead.
But no, go ahead. You can finish.
I don't want my rapper, like especially my favorite rapper, I'm selfish with mine. I don't want my favorite rapper be on the news every week. You know what I mean? I want you to come. I know your pardon. You give me a little snippet, right? No social media, none of that. Give me a little snippet, like a little track. I know you're coming, right? And that like the word fucking Kendrick does, like the Art Part 5. You listen to that song, Art Part 5? That song when it was talking about fuck calling that culture. When he said something about, when he was talking about fucking hurt people, and we call that culture. You give me shit like that, that tells me he does that before he drop an album. He will drop a fucking little track. And that shit ain't gonna make the album. It's not gonna be on the album. It just tells you what you about to get in the album. You know what I mean? I like shit like that. Then you have the fucking code. You have the code that he does is so private too. Super private. Nobody know what the fuck is going on in his life. And it just come out of nowhere. No announcement, no nothing. Bam, just drop.
But you know he's working with Jid. You know he's working with this person.
No, so you know them boys actually start bringing Cole out. G them like the whole fucking Dreamville, right? They started bringing Cole out. Cole started coming out more when the whole crew come together.
So answer me this, since that's a problem that Drake is always relevant.
Oh no, let me tell you my problem with Drake.
Hold on. Give me the other artists that came out that year that Drake came out. Who are they?
I just told you. Kendrick, Cole, Wale.
All them guys did not come out at the same time.
They came out the same time.
Drake was out before them guys.
No.
Yes, they were. Dude.
I'm gonna look it up.
I know this. I know this for a fact because I was driving around work for 2 hours a fucking day.
I'm gonna look it up.
2 hours a day. J. Cole might have been out, but Kendrick definitely.
So Drake first fucking album, So Far Gone, came out 2009.
Yep, know that.
Okay.
That's when I moved to San Diego.
All right. So then you have Cole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cole.
That should be the album where Who That?
Yep.
All that's on there, right?
Actually, his debut album came out in 2011.
Okay.
But he had fucking 2 mixtapes before that.
I don't care about no mixtapes.
He had 2 mixtapes before that.
Because everybody got mixtapes.
You know what I mean?
That's the way.
But
that's how you get
far,
known.
So Far Gone was a mixtape, really.
We talking about the album.
Okay. So then you have Kendrick, which he had a mixtape before that too. 10.
Okay. So 9, 10, 11.
They're all in the same category though.
They are, but
they're
9, 10, 11. Who are the artists that came out in 2009?
So
who are the artists that came out in 2010? And who are the artists that came out in 2011? Because you cannot name those people except for
Wale came out in 2009. Wale came out in 2009.
You probably just looked that up.
I just did. That's what I'm telling you.
No.
That's why I put them in the same category.
Straight off the dome. Name them artists.
Straight off the dome. I told you before I went and look it up. You didn't agree with me. That's why I went and look it up.
Because I could tell you.
I told you in 2009, Drake category, I'm a Cole, Kendrick, and Wale. I told you that. And Big Sean.
All of them didn't come out the same. I'm talking about that. They
came out at the same
So,
time. They're all in the same school. That motherfucker were touring together.
So I got a point though.
Okay,
my
what's
point
your point?
is if Drake ain't out here, he's definitely not one of those guys that's like always in the news and all that type of shit.
He is.
People always saying shit about Drake, right? Excuse me. And then here we go. These rappers try to expose him so they can get up here. You cannot tell me
what
that
are you talking about?
Drake ain't in the news talking about, hey guys, this is Drake.
No. You ain't got bro. You ain't got to do that. When you ain't got to do that, if you Drake though.
Or he don't even
You
get
ain't got to do that with no.
He don't
Drake
even get in trouble.
No,
right?
no. Drake
Right?
stay relevant by being on the news because you have to.
What is it?
Bro, check the trends,
Tell
man.
me something that's in the news. Tell me something.
Bro, you don't be on the fucking social media like that. You don't be on the social media like that. I look at them shit. I see them motherfuckers.
Tell me something that's in the news.
Yo, you know what they just? You know what? You know the news that just? Hold on. You know what they just came out with? I think 2 days ago about Drake. He motherfucker he braided his hair and they fucking braided Nike logo on his head.
Who came out with that?
I don't know who came out with it.
Okay.
I'm just saying that.
Wasn't Drake.
But
wasn't Drake though.
I understand it wasn't Drake.
So
I'm
it's
saying
people.
that that's a clout. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That is not clout.
That is a clout. It's a childish clout. It's a childish clout too. He does shit like that.
That is.
He does shit like that because
cap.
he needs to be relevant.
It's cap. It's bait. All that shit for those people, but not for him. And you know what's good about it?
I just
Drake,
give an example.
Drake is a brand. So guess what? All this attention and all that shit makes him relevant because guess what? He's still getting paid for nowadays. And I'm gonna tell you, as a guy who is who is starting out in this shit, he is a genius.
No, he's not.
If your fucking name is still, dude, if your name is still around right now after he been what is 2020 about to be 2023, so that's what like 12, 13 years, and you still getting bags like that. Come on, bro.
No, they're all getting back like that. They're all getting back like that.
No, they're not.
They're all getting back like that. Kendrick getting back like that. Cole getting back like that.
We just talked about.
Bro, Kendrick getting back like that. Cole getting back like that.
Did we or did we not just talk about how black people don't support the genre? Then we just say that we talked about how rock artists can go years and years and years, and they still sell out concerts.
What does that have to do with Drake?
Because you keep saying. They keep talking about his name. Drake is relevant nowadays. He needs that to stay relevant.
Exactly. So you agree with what I said earlier?
But that's not him.
But you agree with what I said earlier that he's still relevant. Let me tell you my problem. Let me tell you.
You got a problem with him because
that's not my problem. You never let me tell you what my problem was. Because I was gonna say you say you want to say something. My problem with Drake is I think Drake is a culture vulture. I'm gonna explain it to you, right? Tell me every Drake album.
What is a culture vulture?
We're going to get there. So every Drake album, right? Drake probably has one album that he actually did that is not biting on something culture. Right?
Biting on something. Dude, see,
okay,
hold on. You're really tripping.
Okay, hold on.
Biting on the culture. Everything is bitten in this culture. Kanye sampled shit for years. That is biting.
No, you're not listening to me.
Go ahead.
This motherfucker got the UK album. You got Toronto album. You got African album. You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker kept going. It's like banning from
Snoop got a Christian album.
Snoop got Christian album.
And I'm rock gay.
But I'm telling you that you can't keep from every city every time your album drop. Every time Drake album drop, he's from different city. Oh yeah, we're in London now. Like you can't be rapping different city every time an album drop. Like this motherfucker from Houston for a long time.
Now you telling him how he should make his music.
No. Then he came out again. Oh, now OVO, Toronto boys. Like this motherfucker. Then he talk about Memphis. Like you can't live in a city 1 week and say you from that city.
No, I don't think he's saying he's from the city. I think he's saying. I think he just.
You're a fucking Drake fan, right?
No. I am a music fan and a realist.
Listen to what
and a realist.
Listen to what he's saying, man. Listen to what this dude's saying.
So
right? This motherfucker went to Africa. My fault. This motherfucker fucking got it.
What's wrong with making music in different type of genre?
There's nothing wrong with it if. You're not claiming it. You know what I mean? To me,
he's like, I'm from London.
So check this out. You gotta listen. Well, bro, this motherfucker talking about the hood in London. This motherfucker, you rich. You don't even live in that motherfucker.
That don't mean.
You know what I mean? This motherfucker talking about hood in London. Like you're talking about because he got a fucking rapper from London that you cool with. That's fake to me.
Hold on. Rappers don't only talk about
that's fake to me.
Shit that goes on in their life. Rappers talk about shit that goes on around
everybody
them,
like, but when you start putting
them.
your name in that light, then it's fake. And that's the way I look at it. But to me, like this motherfucker make a great album.
I think
Drake is like a Michael Jackson of our time. Let me put it this way.
I think this shit going over your head.
No, it's
because
not.
You feel like this dude.
I'm a music fan. I'm a music fan.
Then you definitely need to go reevaluate.
No. I'm a music fan, and I hate when I don't like fake shit. Right?
What is fake about that?
So no. Check this out, right? Like I don't like fake shit, and I feel like Drake is more. And forget about Pusha T shit, right? Like, because I know everybody want to talk about that. No, forget about Pusha T shit. You know what I mean? I don't even care if this motherfucker don't rap his rap, write his rap. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Because I know Beyonce don't write his shit. Nobody give a fuck. Who knows if Michael Jackson write his shit? Nobody give a fuck. I'm not worrying about that.
Thank you. At least you addressed that.
I'm not worrying about that. I don't give a fuck about that.
Now, that's part of the most smartest thing he said today.
So, but I think Drake being in that line, Drake doing all that. You know what I mean? Like I want you to give me album that it's from you. Like which of this album is from you? It seems like you're going to different fucking writer to write this fucking album for you. That's what it seems like to me. And I don't give a fuck. And I'm saying, but I can't. Me, the fan of a lyricist, I can't credit you for that. I gotta credit the people that's doing this shit.
Dude, he just
because
he went out and did those other albums doesn't mean he stopped doing what he's doing. Like, he just experimenting. Or he's just
the last album,
bring out his musical expression.
The last album, man, he made which is fucking. I like some songs on that album, right? The last album, sounds fucking weird. The sonic of it, fucking trash, right? Some of the tracks, like I like 2-3 tracks from the last album, right? It's a house music,
right?
It's a house music, man.
So it's not for you. Don't listen to it.
No.
It's not for you.
I'm not saying
you don't
this.
like house music?
I got Jay-Z album that is not for me.
Beyonce just did that album, right? That album is not a typical Beyonce album.
It's
Guess
not.
what? Don't fucking listen to it if you don't like that.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I mean? You can't hate on it.
I'm not hating on Drake for that. I just told you I listen. No, I just told you I listen to, because we're talking about the culture.
Right.
We're talking about the culture that
and that
historically
is an impact.
No, it's not. What? We're talking. Well, actually, if somebody else start fucking trending on it, yes, it's an impact. But for now, it's not.
Let's talking about record sales, and then you tell me if that's an impact.
Come on, man! His record sales on this shit is lower than any album he ever did.
Don't matter.
It's lower.
Does he have more?
It's lower.
He got more than just 5. He got more. He got more. I can tell you about 1 million motherfuckers. He got more.
This motherfucker record album is lowest. It's lowest in his fucking goddamn. In his whole career, this is lowest fucking record.
It don't matter. He already rich.
But you the one that brought it up.
But
I'm just to give it the fact. So
the numbers don't lie. If
I just give it the fact.
Fucking people buying that album, that is an impact.
It is an impact. It is an impact for him, right? Maybe for the fucking goddamn record label, really.
And for the culture.
For the record label. Now it's not for the culture.
Yes, it is.
How? Man, so you telling me if motherfucker,
because we got thugs in the...
if 50,000 people buy Lil Durk album right now, you tell me Durk is an impact?
Durk is from O Block, right? Everybody, the world famous O Block, the Badass Project,
okay,
all that shit.
Because these boys are doing fucking more than 50,000 a month. They in a day.
I'm finna tell you why Drake impacts the game, because that singing shit that we was talking about earlier, Mr. O Block does that shit. So he on there singing or whatever on some of his tracks and all that. Niggas was not doing that.
Ja Rule was doing that.
Ja Rule
was doing that. LL was doing that.
Ja Rule was
doing that.
LL was rapping to bitches
and singing.
Rapping
and singing.
Not
singing.
He didn't say,
yo,
you
know, fucking Drake. If you want to be honest with it, if you want to be honest with it, Drake fucking took the whole Ja Rule playbook. Really, that was Ja Rule,
and made it better, and made it better, dude. Okay, so you tell tell me this. So J. Cole didn't take a page out of Kanye West's book.
Oh, absolutely. Drake did too.
Kanye West didn't take a page out of Jay Dilla's book.
He did too.
Okay, then. So you can't tell me that people
I'm saying that you make it. That means you can't credit. But guess what? I'm not gonna credit J. Cole for what he took from Kanye. I'm not gonna tell him, you making impact. No, I'm not gonna do that.
All these people,
I'm not gonna do that.
Even Jay-Z, all these people that you talking about, you might well cancel their ass too, because guess what? They all do it.
Hey, but guess what? Everybody I'm not gonna credit them for that because I know they did it. You credited fucking Drake for that.
I credit everybody for
that. No, you said Drake. You said Drake too.
Man, if you take something and you flip it and you make it your own,
it ain't yours though.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It ain't yours though. So, it ain't yours.
Okay, so let me and you go take. Let me make up something, or let you make up something. You play any fucking thing on there, and then let me play it, and then put it in there and see whose is better.
Yours
let
might
the people decide because the people are making these choices that
no.
Somebody gotta buy the shit.
No. You
somebody gotta buy it.
No,
somebody gotta listen to it.
You're right. I'm not saying that Drake, like, it's normal for the culture to
It is definitely normal.
It's normal for us to do that. It's normal for the culture to sample music, take some from other people's shit,
and redo it.
It's normal and redo it. It's normal. But what I'm saying that we're not gonna credit them for that because we know they did it. Everybody does it.
It's called publishing, man. They gonna get their credit for it. You gonna get it.
Oh, so you telling me fucking Ja Rule getting credit for what somebody's buying his style?
For somebody buying his style.
For fucking J. Cole buying his style? For fucking Drake buying his style? Ja Rule getting credit for it? He ain't getting credit for it.
So you know what, guy? What I'm gonna do, viewers out there, I'm gonna take old Moses through a musical fucking lesson, because you know what, I had to do this too because I didn't know shit. Like all these chords and all that type of stuff, you listen to it and you be like, oh, it's like
what that have to do with somebody singing?
Have you ever heard of this? Have you ever heard this before? Like you heard a song, you're like, oh, that sounds like such and such. You know why that is? Because the chords are the fucking same. That's why they sound the same.
No, I'm not even talking about chord, bro.
No,
I'm talking about
music.
Singing. I'm talking about singing style.
We talking about music.
So
some of these songs that you sitting out here and you singing too, you like, that's the shit. That is a fucking sample.
But you're right.
They are taking the melody and just changing the words.
I mean, I don't even know why we're arguing about this. You're right.
I
agree with you. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that your statement. Okay, so that we don't lose these guys. Your statement was, oh, Lil Durk is singing.
Right.
You get that from Drake.
Right.
That's Drake shifting the culture.
That's Drake shifting the culture, but
no. And I said no because people did that before Drake.
So if Drake, I'm sorry to keep interrupting you, but if you shifting the culture, don't you expect people to do shit what you doing, follow you and do that?
Yeah, but you're not the one shifting. Yo, bro. Okay, so check this out. Okay. The
culture.
Okay,
Dirk took Drake.
He did. But you saying that Drake had the impact in the culture for that.
Impact.
So check this out. You make beats. You're a producer, right? You sample somebody's music. That should sound good, right? And I go to my house. I bought me my little laptop, and I start fucking sample beats because I learned that from you, right? Is that you shifting my culture, or is that something that's been going on before you?
But it depends on what we're talking about. So if I was one of the first ones,
no, you're not the first one because it happened before you.
Then I'm not shifting the culture.
But I learned it from you.
You know who who take credit for that? The nigga who did it back in the 60s.
Oh, okay, that's all I'm saying.
But
that's all I'm saying.
But you can't discredit the people who doing it now, who taking what they did and making it better.
So this is the thing. I'm gonna sit up. So check this out. This is where your credit is gonna come from. I'm gonna sit in my house. Let's say I blew up with that track I made because I learned how to sample that shit from you. Oh yeah, my dude fucking Jus Fire. I learned this shit from him, right? Because I watch him doing it, and that's how I learn it, right? And that's your credit. It's not that's me, and I have to acknowledge that that's your credit. Not from another guys to say, oh yeah, Jus Fire started that shit. Jus Fire shifted the culture because without Jus Fire, you ain't gonna have me.
But why you thinking like that though? No, because nobody gives
a fuck. That's what nobody gives a fuck. You do obviously because you're saying that Drake fucking shifted the culture by fucking singing and Lil Durk. You got Lil Durk doing that. Yo, you forgot Lil Wayne sing?
Lil Wayne was not singing before Drake. So let me tell you something.
Before Drake, Wayne fucking signed Drake.
You forget exactly.
Wayne signed Drake.
And let me tell you, the first time I heard
that motherfucking lollipop.
Shout out to my boy Jay Fleeks out there in Houston, 44 acre home, all that. That nigga is the one that introduced me to Drake. He before Drake was out and all that, he was playing me like his music when he still was fucking with Jay Prince and then he still fucking with him, but you know when they was managing him and all that.
Oh, I mean, still fuck, yeah.
Drake was singing. Drake was singing. Wayne was not singing.
Yo,
yet.
you telling me Wayne wasn't singing?
As a matter of fact, I think that the album he had out was probably the Carter 2.
So Wayne wasn't singing. Wayne wasn't singing before.
Wayne started singing when when that one album when he was like, How to Love.
That was before Drake.
Hey.
That was before Drake. I'm about to look at it. You talking about Carter 3. That was before Drake. That was before Drake.
How to Love. Yeah.
No, actually, Out of Love is Carter 4. But Drake started singing, and Wayne started singing during Carter 3. When like me like a lollipop. Hey, that was Carter 3.
Leave it in the comment section. Who started that singing shit first? First off, it might not have even been Drake. But Drake is the one that put the shit that took the shit to.
Let's check this out. Carter 3 came out. Carter 3 came out in 08.
Okay.
That was before Drake.
Is How to Love on there?
No.
Is any singing albums on there?
Oh, yes. He does. He's singing like a lollipop.
That ain't no damn singing, man.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Shorty got it. What was that? What was that? That was singing. Like a lollipop. Fucking, let me find another one. Like, all them shit was fucking singing.
Okay. So you talking about a hook.
Not just hook, man.
Nah. The song I'm talking, I got my eyes on you. He sang the whole goddamn through the whole motherfucking song. What other song he done sing all the way through?
But LL used to do that.
LL ain't that. What song LL sang on?
Come on, man.
Roundaway Girl?
LL used to do that. Ja Rule used to do that.
The Boys to Men.
You know what I mean? So you saying that because this dude, you saying that because this dude fucking sing the whole fucking
And that's
song.
why I said Drake may not have been the first one
he's
to
not
do
the
it.
first. That's
but
what
he's
I'm saying.
the one that plateaued it.
Nah, I think Ja Rule plateaued it.
Ja Rule didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
I'm done talking to you.
He didn't know what he had. Man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ja didn't know what he had.
What? Nobody can touch them boys when Ja was alive. When Ja was fucking popping.
Nobody could touch him except for 50, right?
Nobody can touch Ja.
Shut his ass down. Shut the whole shit down. When has this nigga sang since then? Oh, the clap back. Oh, the clap back. Get that weak ass shit out of here.
No, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Drake, people been dogging
Drake
since he started singing. And guess what? He's still singing.
No, guess
what? He's still relevant.
Okay, so
is Ja Rule relevant?
To me, Ja Rule is still relevant. He might not be pop. He might not be big. The same way.
Those are the words coming out of Moses' mouth to him.
Okay, so you mentioned Rakim earlier as your top 2. Is Rakim relevant?
Rakim is a goat. He ain't gotta be relevant.
I'm just letting you know. So what makes Ja Rule not a goat?
So he's not like
what makes Ja Rule not a goat? What makes Ja Rule not a goat?
Ja Rule, let me tell you something. First off, Ja Rule got punked by 50. To stop doing
everybody got pumped by 50.
Stop doing something that was working for him.
Everybody got pumped by 50.
Who else?
Bro, the whole New York got pumped by 50.
Who else? Because ain't nobody stopped rapping because of 50 except for that nigga.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about, man?
Ain't nobody else stopped rapping.
Everybody. I watched this interview, right? And Jay-Z said, I remember walking into the building and I listened to fucking when 50 signed the Interscope, when 50 made the deal at West. I would remember walking to the building and I'm telling them boys in the building like, y'all need to fucking floor the street. Y'all need to floor the street right now because this motherfucker 50 is about to drop. And when it drop, it's going to be over. And he said 2 weeks later, he was in the club. Go, and everything stopped. The whole New York stopped. Yo, 50 punk everybody in New York.
He was just hot. I'm talking about when you go up to the nigga and you threaten him, you saying, bitch, and you sing like a bitch on your records and all that, and then you stop making records.
It's a history.
That is what I'm talking about.
But it's a history.
I ain't talking about no he dropped. That's because he hot.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like everybody stopped rapping because Ja Rule and before 50. Like a lot of people stopped rap. Like you gotta stop. You're not making numbers no more because anytime that motherfucker drop, it's fucking platinum. Motherfucker sold what 30 million records. One first album. You know what I mean? Like you can't be there. What I'm trying to get at is that yes. I feel like we go fucking way over fucking time on this.
Yeah, we about to end it. So, because I was just gonna say, give me your top 3 so we can end this. Because I'm missing my football game, by the way.
Okay, yeah,
people.
we got to go.
And I got homework like a motherfucker. So
yeah, you got to go. You going up though. I mean,
but yeah, I mean, I to me, Drake is one of them ones, and you can't deny it. You can sit up here, you can hate on him, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Nah,
but the numbers speak for themselves, and he's been on top for a long time. Look at the numbers.
So I mean, that's all right. I can't deny that.
And I respect him because he worked with, no name art, like the lower level artists and shit.
That's fine. I mean, I can give him that too. So I don't really think like I might go home right now and start playing Drake. Like I don't hate him like that. Some of his music hate different. You know what I mean? Some of them I feel like what the fuck you talking about? I know you're not that. You know what I mean? And I'm not fighting him. That's him. He ain't just on my category. You know what I mean? It's different category.
But it's a lot of rappers out here that just don't get the credit that they deserve for doing what they do.
I think Drake getting enough credit.
Ludacris.
Okay. Ludacris.
But because he's animated. You know what I mean?
Like talking about singing, we got Nelly in that motherfucker too. Talk about singing. Nelly been singing before Drake. Nelly been singing his ass off.
Nelly, okay, and when I'm talking about singing, I'm talking about consistently. He does it on like every album. Nelly had one. Yo, he had a.
Nelly got the fucking.
He sang on hooks.
Yo, Nelly got a fucking old country music.
Biggie sang on Biggie sang on a record.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you can't just give a Drake a fucking. You can't give Drake a fucking like Kanye sing on the record before.
Didn't I say he may not have been the first one to do it, but he plateaued it.
I
did say that.
Okay,
because everybody, when them guys was doing it, everybody wasn't doing. Everybody wasn't following
they were following their lead. Because I feel like a Drake is a product of them guys. No, Drake is them product.
Ja Rule influenced 50. Because let me tell you,
Ja Rule influenced 50.
50 punked the nigga. And then 50 went behind him and started doing the shit.
Oh my God,
didn't he?
I mean, he did.
He did.
But I feel like Drake's
fucking punking.
Man, leave my man Ja Rule alone, man. I'm just saying that Ja Rule was a fucking one of the biggest fucking rappers at one time.
Can't deny it.
One of the biggest rappers.
You know what I mean?
Like,
he definitely changed the landscape of the game just off his style, but he got punked.
I mean, everybody got punked. Drake got punked by fucking Pusha T.
No,
like, everybody.
Drake just. And let me tell you, this.
Oh my God!
This is nothing I respect.
I sound like I'm talking to one of them fucking high school kids.
Your motherfucking head. When you lose a battle, when you know you lost a fight, man up and say I lost a fight, and just get back in there and do it another day. You know what I mean? Get back in there again.
Okay, but you got punked.
He definitely
got punked.
He admitted. He definitely admitted that.
You got punked.
That he lost that battle.
That you got
because
punked.
people. It's so easy for people to
I like when we start looking for different words to fucking qualify punk.
I can't think of the proper word, but I'm saying people find ways. You know what I mean? So little things like, okay, when he had the kid, who gives a fuck that this nigga got a kid?
Nobody give a fuck,
but people made a big deal out of it.
No, nobody give a fuck. But nobody give a fuck. But you know what we give a fuck about?
The rapper brought it up.
No, you know what I'm saying? You know why we give a fuck? We give a fuck because
we like drama.
No. We didn't give a fuck because, to me, I finally found a dude to fucking face off of bullshit that's been on my mind about this dude. Somebody finally fucking say how fake this dude is.
That's weak though.
But that's why I give a fuck.
No, you got a kid.
So no. It's not about the kid to me. It's about everything else he was saying. And to me, I remember listening to that shit and I'm like, somebody finally fucking said something I've been feeling about this dude. Because every album is different, dude. Every album is different. It's like this dude from another hood next week. Like, that's why I finally... And we're in a competition.
So he's supposed to have a certain style?
No. Okay, so J. Cole do. You know what I mean? J. Cole never fucking stop talking about North Carolina, bro. South Carolina, bro.
J. Cole...
He never stopped talking about South Carolina. Wale never stopped talking about D.C. DMV.
J. Cole's delivery, his all this, the way he does that, his flow. None of his albums.
Jay never stopped talking about massive projects,
bro. None of his albums sound the same.
What?
J. Cole.
What you talking about? The only album J. Cole got that doesn't sound the same, right, was his last album because he got more producer. You know what I mean? J. Cole is like a Nas of our day. All albums sound the same. Same styles, same beats, nothing changed. Because he been producing them shit.
Leave it in the comment section.
Because he been producing them shit. You know what I mean? This album, because he got a bunch of people on it, that's the only album that didn't sound the same. that shit fucking. I love that shit, and I'm a J. Cole fan. You know what I mean? But I love that last album because it makes me feel like I'm listening to new school rapper.
I don't think no album sounds the same. I don't think none sounds the same.
Come on, man. But I bet you listen to J. Cole, every album sound like you about to get in the elevator, man, or you about to go sleep. You about to read the book and fucking sleep, play J. Cole. You know what I mean? Like that shit fucking sound like that. But I mean, I get it. Now, anyway.
Your last three. We gotta get up out of here.
No, I got my last two. My last two, KRS. KRS.
Yeah, and most of you motherfuckers probably don't even know who KRS is, so go look it up.
And these are my gods, right? These are gods MC, right? And the last one, right, which is crazy, I'm gonna give it to Big Pun, man.
So that's Moses' list, and Moses in here talking about people who impact the culture and all that. I mean, if you agree with his list, you go right ahead, but that's his top 5.
I'm gonna give it that's my top 5. Like I'm going from fucking Rakim, Tupac, Jay-Z, KRS, and Big Pun. And sometimes I change it. That Big Pun might not be on there, but
okay.
I put Big Pun on my 5th because that's how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? But then
he definitely has an impact and all that. But
no, because
Big Pun had like one album.
Yeah, but it's just that you had one album, but
I know Biggie had like 2, maybe.
2. No, I don't. To me, I don't really categorize. Biggie is like he's like a god too. You know what I mean? But I'm more fan. Like I love Pac better than Biggie. That's the way I look at it. Like I love Pac better. I think Pac had a bigger impact in the culture than Biggie.
That's just like being in a gang.
Yeah.
Either one or the other.
Yeah.
Either people like Pac or they like Biggie.
Yeah.
I'm different. I like both.
Yeah, I like Pac better because I think it's style. I think it's style and the amount of music pump out and amount of fucking impact. Because whatever Biggie was doing, them boys were already doing in fucking New York anyway. But Pac fucking, the energy is just different. You know what I mean? Brought out the old West Coast shit. You know what I mean? Like the whole West Coast sound that DJ Quick and them been doing anyway. But that beat, that shit, like that shit just, it's different.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? But yeah, man, I think that's my list. I'm gonna leave it like that.
All right, well, it's all good. Yeah, them our list. And trust me, people, it's a debate. This is one of them debates that you can go into subcategories and all type of shit. You'll be here all day doing this. So
you'll be all day doing it. Go ahead, comment, leave a comment, subscribe, like, share, all that shit.
Notifications, all that. And then, till next time, we'll holla.
And we out.